Here's a charming tale that will warm your heart. Imagine if there was a secret kitten chef who ruled the culinary world in Paris. Not just any kitten, mind you, but a tiny, fluffy ball of cuteness who whips up gourmet meals that would make any foodie swoon. Sounds crazy, right? Well, buckle up, because we're about to take you on a magical journey to the top of the Eiffel Tower, where this feline phenomenon reigns supreme. Picture this. It's a typical morning in Paris, the city of love and lights. The sun peeks over the horizon, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange. As the city awakens, so does our little chef. Now, let me paint a picture for you. This isn't just any ordinary kitten. Oh no, this is no ordinary kitten. This is Pierre, a world-class chef who just happens to be a cat. He's got the whole top floor of the Eiffel Tower to himself, complete with a state-of-the-art kitchen and a panoramic view of the city. You can almost taste the croissants and smell the freshly brewed coffee already. It's time to get started. With the finesse of a seasoned chef, Pierre sets about his work. He's got an important dinner party to prepare for, and he's not one to disappoint. As he moves around his kitchen, the camera pans across gleaming utensils, crisp white tablecloths, and fresh ingredients ready to be transformed into culinary masterpieces. We see Pierre inspecting a bowl of fruit with utmost care, ensuring only the ripest, juiciest berries make the cut. He's even got a tiny stool where he perches to get a closer look, occasionally batting at a fly that dares to invade his space. Of course, he does this with an air of superiority, assuming that everyone else is too dim-witted to catch their own flies. Pierre's whiskers twitch with concentration as he delicately sniffs a pot of simmering soup. It's a rich, aromatic broth that promises to tantalize the taste buds of even the most discerning diner. But our little chef isn't satisfied yet. He adds a pinch of salt, a dash of pepper, and a sprinkle of catnip for that extra je ne sais quoi. After all, he's known for infusing his dishes with unexpected twists that leave his patrons purring for more. The sun streams through the windows, casting a warm glow on Pierre's sleek, silky fur. He's a handsome fellow with a striking black and orange tabby pattern, piercing green eyes that gleam with intelligence and mischief, and soft paws that somehow never get floury despite spending most of his days kneading dough. To top it off, he wears a tiny chef's hat perched jauntily on his head, adding an irresistible charm to his already dashing appearance. In fact, you might mistake him for a plush toy come to life, if it were UNT for the way he flicks his tail in annoyance. When he interrupted, or how his ears flatten against his skull when he in a foul mood? No, this is no ordinary cat. This is Pierre, the extraordinary feline chef who's about to wow his customers with his culinary prowess. And trust me, you won't want to miss a single bite of this delightful tale. As the morning sun streams through the windows of his top-floor kitchen in the Eiffel Tower, Pierre the cat chef prepares for another busy day of cooking up delectable meals for his furry patrons. But he's not just any cat. Oh no. Pierre is a master of his craft, a culinary genius who has charmed his way into the hearts of food critics and feline fanatics alike. With his sleek black and orange fur, piercing green eyes, and a tiny chef's hat perched atop his head, Pierre is as adorable as he is talented. He begins his day by whipping up a batch of fresh fish, a specialty that has made him famous throughout Paris. As he expertly chops vegetables and stirs pots with his miniature chef's tools, we get a glimpse of the magic that happens in his state-of-the-art kitchen. From the finest cuts of salmon to the freshest herbs and spices, Pierre doesn't cut corners when it comes to his ingredients. He believes that only the best will do for his discerning clientele, which includes mice, birds, and other small animals who have developed quite the taste for gourmet cuisine. With each dish he plates, Pierre adds a touch of whimsy and flair, making every meal a feast for the eyes as well as the palate. Tiny sparks of flavor dance atop the velvety sauces, while perfectly diced vegetables glistened with vibrant colors. It's a sight to behold as Pierre orchestrates his kitchen like a seasoned pro, barking orders to his sous chefs and keeping a watchful eye on the stove, despite the occasional mishap, like when he accidentally knocks over a glass of water or gets a floury paw print on his apron. Pierre remains He wipes off his paws with a dishcloth, shakes off the flour, and gets back to work with a flourish. As the aromas waft through the tower, the animal patrons gather in the dining room, eager to sample Pierre's latest creations. A group of mice dressed in their finest suits and hats chat animatedly about the upcoming cheese course, while a family of birds coo and cuddle as they wait for their order. Each patron has their own unique taste, and Pierre caters to every whim with a smile, or at least what passes for a smile on a cat's face. As the evening progresses, we see Pierre juggling multiple dishes at once, balancing on a stool to reach the counter and even tasting a sauce with his paw like a true professional. He's not afraid to get his paws dirty, whether it's kneading dough, mixing batter, or plating desserts. With a flick of his wrist, Pierre turns out perfect pastries that melt in your mouth, each one more delectable than the last. But it's not all smooth sailing in the kitchen. Sometimes Pierre's tail swishes in agitation when things don't go according to plan, like when he burns a batch of cookies or spills a pot of soup. Yet he always manages to recover with a cool head and a quick wit. He barks orders, pokes ingredients with a fork, and even uses his paws to knead dough like a seasoned baker. And then there are the surprises, those unexpected twists that make Pierre's cuisine so unforgettable. Just when you think you've seen it all, he whips up a batch of rainbow trout with a side of catnip puree, or serves up a dessert topped with edible gold flakes. It's these daring combinations that have earned him a reputation as a culinary daredevil. A feline gourmand who isn't afraid to push the boundaries of taste and texture. But Pierre's talent isn't just limited to the kitchen. He's also a natural performer, a showman who knows how to keep his audience on the edge of their seats. When he flips a pancake in the air with ease, catches a tomato in midair with his paw, and balances a stack of plates on his nose, you can't help but gasp in amazement. He seems to revel in the applause of his furry fans, taking a bow with a flourish and a twinkle in his eye. And then there's the view, as Pierre gazes out over the twinkling lights of Paris from his perch atop the Eiffel Tower. You realize that this is more than just a cooking show. It's a celebration of the magic that happens when passion meets purpose. For Pierre, cooking isn't just a job, it's an art form, a way to bring joy and wonder to those around him. So sit back, relax, and let Pierre, the cat chef, whisk you away on a culinary adventure that will tantalize your taste buds and warm your heart. Who knows? You might just learn a thing or two about cooking along the way. Finally, as the sun sets over Paris, casting long shadows across the city, we see Pierre taking a moment to savor the view from his kitchen window. The Eiffel Tower, a beacon of light and hope, stands tall against the darkening sky, a testament to the beauty and wonder that can be found in even the darkest of times, with a sense of peace and satisfaction. Pierre knows that he has made a difference in the world today, one delicious meal at a time. And as the applause of his adoring fans echoes through the tower, he could unhelp but feel a surge of pride and gratitude for the life he has been given. He is just a simple cat chef, after all, with a big heart, a bigger dream, and a whole lot of catnip to spare. Thank you for joining us on this delightful journey. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to stay tuned for more heartwarming tales of adventure, laughter, and love. Until next time, happy cooking and bon appetit!